Hello, Taurus. Welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Taurus. We have Clouded Reverie, number 24. On the bottom is Crimson Confessions, 33. Let's see what Clouded Reverie says. Key themes: overwhelm, mental fog, clarity through surrender, letting go, and trust in the process. When your mind feels like a storm of scattered thoughts, remember that clarity cannot be forced. Like clouds drifting across the sky, your thoughts will settle down when you allow them the space to disperse. Surrender is not a sign of giving up, but an act of trust. Trust that the answers you seek will emerge when the haze clears. Release the need for control and let the natural flow of your mind guide you toward peace and understanding. All right. Next, we're going to get the Island Time Wellness. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Taurus. Have the Other, an admirer from afar, a fork in the road, option, interested, another or other man/woman. Rewrite your story. Rewrite your life story to how you would like it to be. Release. Feel peace now and sleep subliminals. And Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Someone here may be starting over in some type of way. Maybe a relationship is ended. Because what this looks like to me is like this could be about seeing someone new after a breakup, because it's talking about rebuilding your life here. On the bottom is back together, reunited, good chance of getting back together, are back together, things flowing well again. So this could be trying again with the person that there was a breakup with. This could be like starting over in regards to reconciliation. I'll have to get some more. Let's get the situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Taurus. On the table: offer, proposal, commitment, escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure. And access granted: social media, fake profile, and hiding. On the bottom is roller coaster, highest high, and adrenaline rush. This feels like something that is very back and forth. At least, I mean, this could be makeup, breakup type situation, but it feels more to me like someone or both these people can't decide whether they want to reconcile or not. Like there's a back and forth with that. Let's go ahead and get started with the tarot. So we're going to start with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Taurus. Nine of Cups. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. Well, this is showing that a choice or a decision has been made in regards to wish fulfillment. 10 of Swords. Harsh ending. Backstabbing or betrayal. With this access granted here, it's showing me that there's something going on underneath the surface of this situation. Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Judgment in reverse. Someone here wants to hold on to their marriage or their family. The Ten of Pentacles and Four of Wands both indicates marriage, the home, family. Let me get some more. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Judgment in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Maybe what they want, that's not what they're getting. Something isn't. So this could be a situation where there was an attempt at trying again in this relationship and it's not successful. So this looks like someone who, I don't know what happened here. It may or may not say at some point, but it's indicating like someone tried to reconcile, tried to make the relationship work, and they're either seeing that it's not successful or it isn't or wasn't successful. This looks like to me someone was wanting to keep their marriage or their family together, but it didn't work. There's some sort of underlying issue here, I'm telling you. So tell me about the overall energy for Taurus. Clouds, darkness coming to light, for a time of improvements after hardship. See, this is trying to improve things, but it didn't move forward. The garden, that's a social gathering or something being out in the open. It's indicating that something here was revealed. And this feels more to me like the reason for these problems is because of whatever was revealed. Moss, theft and destruction. Yeah. Either that or there was an attempt at reconciliation here. And during this reconciliation, there was something revealed that led to it feels like a final ending. This Ten of Swords. Let me get a drink. All right. So tell me about the challenge for Taurus. I think that's the King of Swords. It says Sire. Sire of, yeah, that's the King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Tower in reverse. Scorpio energy. And the Fool, Aries, Aquarius. A sword still on the bottom. It's indicating like there could have been some sort of lies told. Without a doubt, there has been something happen here. And for the one who's dealing with this, it's like they don't want their relationship, like they don't want their relationship. They don't want to lose their family, their home. But at the same time, and I think that's why this reconciliation happened. But at the same time, whoever's dealing with this is struggling to trust their person. Because it's showing the challenge here as someone feels they're taking a risk in regards to whatever happened in the past happening again, and it's connected to um, some sort of lies being told. Um, or a change in feelings in regards to how the one dealing this feels towards the other. It's due to something that's happened here, but it's not really focusing on that at this point. King of Swords in reverse, Tower in reverse, the Fool. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's saying exactly what I just said. Someone feels like reconciliation is risky. They're afraid if they come back in out of the cold or bring someone in out of the cold that there's going to be a repeat situation here. They feel like what the other person done was reckless or careless. I feel like there's mixed emotions. The one dealing with this has mixed emotions toward the other person. Like I'm not sure that they know how to feel towards about the other person at this point. The challenge here is the one dealing with this is fearing that what the other person done to them is going to happen again. Knight of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups. Three of Swords, yep. Regret, sadness, heartbreak, disappointment. Eight of Cups, yep. Walking away from a person or a situation. Not trying again. It's saying that the one who's dealing with this feels like in order to avoid further heartbreak, sadness, they should walk away from this. They feel like it's too risky. Tell me about the challenge. Taurus. Okay, giving or receiving. Yep. It's a gift or it's giving or receiving. This is talking about receiving. The fear here, the challenge is not being able to trust the other, that they're not going to give the other exactly what they give to them in the past, whatever's happened here. The Tower. This is about governments, businesses, institutions. It can also be the courts, can be divorce. The Fish. This is money and resources. Taking a loss. What I feel like is going on here is the challenge for whoever's dealing with this is weighing the pros and cons. Because I feel like whoever's dealing with this doesn't want their relationship to end, or they don't want to lose their home, family. It's like they don't want to lose life as they know it. But the issue here is that in regards to the person that's done the thing, the one dealing with this doesn't know if they can trust them anymore. They don't even know if they feel the same towards them anymore. So it feels like to me the challenge is trying to weigh out the pros and cons and decide what to do. I think whoever's dealing with this knows that their best option is to leave the relationship. But I feel like deep down that's not really what they want to do. So I feel like they're really struggling, fighting within themselves about whether they can get past what the one who's done the thing has done. So let's go to Taurus's energy. Tell me about Taurus's energy. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Like I said, I do feel like there's been an attempt here, or either someone's in the middle of this reconciliation, but whoever's dealing with this, their gut is telling them this isn't going to work, or they're not feeling good about it. They're wanting it to work, but reality or logic is telling them this isn't going to work. because this is talking about not reconciling, releasing something or someone, burnout. The passion is gone, the spark is gone. I feel like for the one who's dealing with this, they have lost feelings for the one who's done the thing because of what they've done. And the struggle here is, can I get that back? And I think the person who's dealing with this is realizing, I don't think I can get that back. I can't get past what happened. Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, feeling stuck. Hanged Man. Eight of Swords, trapped in your thoughts. And the Sun in reverse, unhappiness. Yeah. Whoever's dealing with this is really having like an internal struggle. But the thing is there's an internal struggle here, but this person knows what they need to do. They know that this is over. There's struggle with an acceptance of that. Someone's trying to make this work despite what they truly know in their gut, in their soul, whatever. Hanged Man, Eight of Swords, Sun in reverse. And they're not going to be happy staying in this relationship. Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, yeah. Trapped in the one doing this, or Taurus's energy is trapped in their thoughts, juggling. Once again, talking about the pros and cons here. Seven of Swords in reverse. Unhappiness due to what's been revealed. It seems to me like what was revealed was a cheating situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be. This is someone who's coming to the realization or coming to the truth that as much as they want things to stay the same, everything is already changed. So this is not a situation where you can go back to it and things are going to be like they were. And I believe that's the realization that someone's having here is the whatever's happened here has changed the relationship. It's changed the one who's dealing with this. It's changed how they felt towards the other person. Tell you about Taurus's energy. Woman, feminine energy. So you could be the feminine energy or dealing with a feminine energy. Anchor, security, and stability. So this is just talking about struggling to make a decision. Someone here could also be concerned about their security or stability. I mean, that comes along with the territory of, this whole situation. Finances, the stability of the home life, because ending this relationship is going to shake everything up. So, and I think that's another thing that this person is trapped in their thoughts about. And the labyrinth, a lot of twists and turns or a lot of people involved. This section here is just saying all this is a result of what the one that done the thing done in the past. Okay. So the next section is what you don't see. What you don't see for Taurus. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Ace of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. Knight of Wands. Let me get some more here. Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. Strength in reverse. There's definitely a loss of love or a loss of feelings or emotions. The one who's dealing with this has lost feelings for the one who's done the thing. And I feel like that's a big factor here. The Lovers in reverse. Using logic over emotion, seeing things clearly. Five of Swords in reverse. There's a huge fear here, which is understandably so, that if the one dealing with this reconciles or stays in this relationship, that there's going to be a repeat of whatever has happened. That seems to be dominating someone's thoughts. Strength in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. Yep. Chariot in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups. There has been, in regards to how the one dealing with this feels towards the other, there has been a huge shift because now the one who's dealing with this feels as though the one who's done the thing does not care about them and they feel like the one who's done the thing is selfish. Like they will, how do I explain this without stuttering all over myself? The feeling here is for the one who's dealing with this is my person will, in order for them to get wish fulfillment, they will hurt me. And it's because they've already proven this once. So this is the thoughts that dominate someone's brain is this person's just going to hurt me again. They've done it once. They're capable of doing it again. So in the what you don't see, it's saying that for the one dealing with this, they're seeing things clearly, using logic over emotion, and not taking an offer to reconcile. To me, it feels more like someone is already reconciled, but they're seeing this isn't going to work. And I don't feel like it has so much to do with what's going on in the present. It's that the one dealing with this can't get past what has already happened, and it's changed the dynamics of the relationship. And the one who's dealing with this is like, I don't think I want this anymore. What you don't see for Taurus, Tree, family and health. It seems to me also like the one who's dealing with this may have done this, to keep the marriage, to keep the family together. Dog, loyalty, yep. Or a lack of loyalty and choice, yeah. See, it's saying the one dealing with this doesn't trust the other's choices or the choices they make. You shouldn't stay in a relationship if it means it's going to make you miserable. And that's looks to be what's happening here is someone has reconciled and they're miserable. And they're thinking to themselves, I don't see this changing anytime soon. Not only that, I'm in constant fear that my person is going to hurt me again. And it's saying that the one dealing with this is thinking logically, you know, I see things clearly and logically. I just need to end this relationship. Okay, so tell me about the advice for Taurus. Three of Wands. Ten of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Yep. Waiting. It looks to me like the decision has already been made, or that's what the advice is saying. That the one dealing with this is just waiting to end the relationship. Waiting on what exactly? I don't know. Three of Wands, Ten of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. Not going back to the past. Page of Cups. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's saying that in regards to the relationship, it's not working. Either it's not working altogether or it's just not working for the one that's dealing with this. Yeah. An imbalance, a lack of healing. Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance in reverse. Page of Wands. Justice in reverse, an imbalance. It's indicating, like, in regards to the relationship, the damage has already been done. Like, there's irreparable damage in the relationship. At least that's how the one that's dealing with this is seeing it. Two of Swords, making a decision to not go back to the past due to an imbalance or a lack of healing. It's showing that even if someone is trapped in their thoughts, it's almost like they've already made up their mind, whether they've realized it or not. Now this here, let me get one more. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Three of Wands. Two of Cups. Not sure what that is. Let me get some more advice for Taurus. Over. This is looking to me, because pages are like new things, or a new beginning, the beginnings of something. This doesn't feel to me like this current relationship. This looks to me like, because Three of Wands is about what's on the horizon or what's being manifested. And Clover, that's about luck and serendipity. This looks to me like it's saying there's better things ahead. And that's the advice here. There's better things ahead. There's happy new beginnings. It's specifically talking about in love or in regards to a relationship. Time, a certain time or divine timing. So this is saying in time, the one who's dealing with this is going to see that I feel like they already see it. It's just accepting it, that the damage has already been done here. Across sacrifices or burdens. Yeah. And that's the choice that someone's having to make here, because I feel like the sacrifice for the one that's dealing with this is the life they had previous. But the thing about it is, even though they're trying not to give that up, that is already gone. Now in this reconciliation, they're in something completely different than what they were prior to everything that happened. And that's a realization that this person is having, that things are no longer the same. And in this new environment, the one dealing with this is realizing they're not happy, and they may not ever be happy in this relationship. All right, so the outcome. Tell me about the outcome for Taurus. Page of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Four of Wands. Hmm. The outcome is showing inaction. Page of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles. There's some kind of resistance or holding back. Lack of recognition. Yeah. Something isn't being said here. It looks like whoever's dealing with this is not, the outcome is showing like not taking action. Three Cups, Four of Pentacles. Six of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands. The Fool. And Queen of Wands. There's some kind of, it's indicating like strategy, like some sort of plan is playing out here. This is in regards to the one that's dealing with this. It's saying, saying the one that's dealing with this is not communicating something. It feels to me like taking action to leave. Let me get one more row here. Ace of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords. This looks to, excuse me, this looks to me like someone who's waiting to communicate that they're leaving or ending the relationship after they've done everything to prepare. Like, for example, like going ahead and like finding another place to live. This is to, this feels like to me the reason for this is to prevent the other from trying to convince them to stay. So, it's like once I already have put a place, like say you're renting, once I've already put first month's rent deposit down, I'm not going to easily come back because I've already invested in that. Um, this looks like doing work before actually announcing that the relationship is over, like preparing before announcing. Yeah. There's a certain amount of confidence in this. This is I think for the one dealing with this, they're going to find that they're in doing these things to in order to leave, that they're finding some sort of confidence or freedom here. So what it is by taking these actions, they're realizing this is what I want. This is what's bringing me happiness. It's coming out as the preparation to leave is happening. So that's kind of going to be confirmation for the one that's dealing with this that they are doing the right thing, because it's going to feel like, I feel like for the one who's doing this, it's going to make them feel like, yes, this is making me happy. I'm excited for this new chapter. Tell me about the outcome, but I feel like in regards to whatever actions is being taken, they're hiding it from the other person because they know the other person is not going to support them in this. So it's like, you can't convince me to come back once I've already done everything. This could even be moving everything out while this person is at work. And then when they get there, everything's gone. So mountainous obstacles or challenges. Yeah. See, there's some sort of worry here around starting something new and this reconciliation. Like, um, it feels to me, it's not like there's a fear here of what the other person may do. It's, I know I said we were going to reconcile, but I've changed my mind and not wanting to have a conversation about that. This feels to me like just let me go. Just let me go easily. Don't make this difficult for me to leave, is the indication. The house is about the literal home, family, stability, security. Yeah. I feel like the one who's done a thing tries to use things like family or the home to try to keep the other, with them. Dice, taking a risk or a gamble. Yeah. But this is about doing what you want. Whoever's dealing with this, doing what you want. This looks to me like getting a place, like literally finding an apartment or a place to rent. I feel like the risk here it's talking about is doing this like in secret. I feel like the decision has been made. It's just the action needs to be took. Okay. So let's get the timing cards for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Very soon, and things will unfold as they are meant to. Yes. Messages for Taurus. Now the Kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. On the bottom is Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Well, I mean, yeah, it's taking a step back to see the bigger picture. So, if for the one dealing with this, they're going to see that they're not happy in the relationship and there's a lack of trust and feelings have changed. So, seeing the bigger picture is I'm the one dealing with this is saying I'm not going to be happy in this relationship. Um, but for some situations, there can be reconciliation. The goal in regards to being deceived somehow in the past, in order to make a relationship work the next go around, you have to leave everything in the past. And some people just cannot do that. And some people can work things out, some people can't. For this particular situation, someone is saying that this is not what's going to make them happy. So, all right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.